Welcome back to News Across Nigeria. Remember, for more on our top stories and others, visit our websites, channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to watch us on your mobile device or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. The Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You'll also have access to the eyewitness feature, so you too can be part of the news. Go ahead, install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions to share. It's just a few days to Christmas and the fuel situation is worsening with long queues at the petrol stations. Well, we'll get some more perspectives on the fuel crisis. I'm being joined on the program by the Head Public Affairs of the Department of Petroleum Resources, Paul Osu. Thank you for joining us on the program, Mr. Osu. Well, it's a terrible situation out there. It seems the queues are getting worse by the day, and that's in spite of the NNPC's assurance of doubling supply.
Well, that is what we're saying. But that's what we're saying, and we're actually trying to attribute what is the reason based on the assurances from NNPC that there's enough product, and from our monitoring exercises. We have been seeing cases of hoarding of petroleum products and undue profiteering from some unscrupulous marketers.
Okay, we see that the DPR has actually sealed up quite a number of filling stations, but this doesn't seem to deter the marketers. Hoarding seems to be a very, very, very serious issue here. What's the NNPC doing to make the situation easier for Nigerians?
Well, I think I need to keep that point of view. Basically, our role is to regulate petroleum products in Nigeria. And when it comes to downstream retail outlet monitoring, what we do at the station to make sure that quantities that are supplied by NNPC are dispensed and sold to customers at the approved price of government. That is what we are doing to make it easier for Nigerians. And you agree with me that all over the country, especially at this time, we have been on the road 24 hours, monitoring situations, sealing the ones that are to be sealed, which is generally a last option for us, but making sure that the products that are there are sold to customers. Of course, and we hope that the next will ease out as it's beginning to come out in some areas. Going to ease out in some areas because people on the part are sorting out products which are more than even the required numbers that we usually have.
But let me ask you quickly, Mr. Osu. Okay, we are here in Lagos. We see the traffic situation is worsening because apart from the holidays, the queues from filling stations are spilling into the roads. So many promises from the NNPC, sealing up of stations and all whatnot. Nigerians are afraid the Christmas holiday is going to be a bleak one for them. What more can you say to assure Nigerians that things will get better in the coming days?
Yeah, basically it's just to reassure once more that the government is taking all efforts to ease this problem and making sure that products are available. From our own point of view, it's by making sure that we do not, definitely we don't tolerate any infraction and marketing in terms of hoarding, in terms of diagnosis, in terms of selling above front price. So the assurance is that people should just deal with government and how do people should deal with government and try as much as possible.
All right,
to be civil when they get to take person.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Paul Osu, the Head Public Affairs of the Department of Petroleum Resources, for joining us on the program. Thank you again. Well, moving on now, the airports in Lagos are experiencing, or the airport in Lagos is experiencing a high passenger traffic. And this is not unconnected to the Christmas holiday, as many make frantic efforts to reach their destinations. At the General Aviation Terminal in Lagos, a large number of passengers were stranded earlier today as Arik Air did not fly on schedule due to what passengers described as a cabin crew strike. A visit to the General Aviation Terminal by Channels Television revealed a hall filled to capacity with passengers. An airport authority official speaking off camera said other flights had been taking off from the terminal, except for Arik Air. Its first flight, due for 7 a.m., left at 10:12 a.m.
We are told that Arik are on strike, but that the issue is resolved. Policies should be put in place so that this type of occurrence in special festivity like this should not continue to repeat itself, because it seems as if almost every year it's the same thing that keep on repeating itself. People are always suffering during Christmas.
I feel we are not structured, and we need to change in so many areas. And this is one area that we need to have the change done. Airlines should respect passengers' interests, and customer service is very essential. So the airlines are required to respect passengers.
In the meantime, when Channels Television reached the media spokesperson of Arik Air, he said the management is working out ways to resolve the issues. Now, after decades of erosion and loss of a large portion of land washed away by tidal waves, the Rivers State government has begun shore protection for 5 affected communities in Ndoni, in Ogba, Egbema, Ndoni local government area of the state. During the flag-off of the project, Governor Nyesom Wike asked the handlers not to waste any time in its delivery. Our correspondent Emmanuel Ireyi reports.
It's a beehive of activities on a normal day at the main market in Ndoni, in Ogba, Egbema, Ndoni local government area of Rivers State. An agrarian community located by the River Niger. The residents boast of perhaps the finest bunches of plantain and sizable fishes. But the people continue to face dangerous living conditions as decades of erosion from increased water levels and tidal waves ravage much of their land and destroy their houses. And this is what makes the day special, as the River State governor is received by Ndoni traditional and community leaders, including the former governor of the state, Dr. Peter Odili. The occasion is a flag-off of the shore protection works for at least 5 communities in the area ravaged by erosion.
Every day since I left office in 2007, each time I remember that one of the things I failed to do was protecting the shores of Ndoni district. Today, God has answered my prayers through you, Mr. Governor. And by the special grace of Almighty God, God will keep you, strengthen you, give you what you need to come back and commission these projects.
For Governor Wike, this must be treated with the urgency it deserves.
I want the job to be completed on record time. I saw the permanent secretary, Ministry of Special Projects. I don't want to see you in Port Harcourt. Come back here and leave and make sure the contractor is doing his work. This soil test, the contractor said, please let the soil test finish this month so that January you commence the work immediately.
He also leaves a word for the youths.
Also appeal to the youths that this is for the benefit of our communities. There's no need of demanding unnecessary money from the contractor. They are not oil companies. They are not coming here to drill oil. They are only coming here to do shore protection and jetties.
The 5 shore protection and landing jetties are expected to be extended to other ravaged communities in Ndoni. Emmanuel Ireyi, Channels Television News.
The headquarters of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, in Abuja has been gutted by fire. The cause of the fire, which is said to have started in the early hours of today, has not yet been ascertained. Officials of the fire service reportedly arrived at the scene late, but were able to put out the blaze. And when the program returns in a moment, one person is feared dead in Bilachi community in Adamawa State. Join us again.